Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel here on Cursethedawn Late Night Gaming. We have moved on to 4.1 here in the PU server. That happened last week. Today is Saturday, so it just happened last week. You'll be seeing this the next Friday. And that brought a lot of changes. Right now they're in a kind of, degraded play state warning when you start the game, saying things are a little broken. They are. But one thing I wanted to take a look at was, let's take a look at the Drake Mule, or slip of the tongue there. Drake Golem. So they're really affordable. They're a very affordable ship. They're $60 in the store, or $55 if you get the War Bond option. Super cheap. Super cheap ship. And it's kind of fun. I took it out and tried to do some surface mining. And probably part of the bugs that they're dealing with right now is that all the rocks I encountered, all the ore I encountered on the surface of Lyria was just fake rocks. You could fly right through them. They didn't exist. You'd scan them and there they would be, and then the laser goes right through them, and if you fly through them, they were also not really there. So I came out here. We are in Arc L1 to take a look at it, out to do some asteroid mining, because that apparently is successful. This skin on it I'm not super fond of. I thought I'd throw it on to take a look at it. Which one is this? I don't think it'll let me look at it when I've got the ship out. We've all watched people's videos on the ship, but I've beat it up a bit. It's starting to get some damage, which I think makes the Drake ship even look better. It has a little, some cool features, like we have the weapons rack here. I'm trying to think of a situation where this would be useful. You got a pistol here, and you can put a utility there. That's could be useful, I suppose. I don't know. It's nice to have it. Certainly cool. And then the storage is way down here. I kind of was searching for the storage. Got a decent storage amount. I started throwing some armor in here that I had found. 90K or 900K. So it's pretty good. It's even got a little animation where it doesn't work. So that's cool. Shows it opening and then not. We broke it. It won't open again. Loot. Loot like it blew up. Of course, what everyone says this is the cabin of the mule. They did a wipe a while back when I had a mule, and I had bought it in game, so I don't have a mule right now to bring it in for comparison. But they say this is like a mule. This gimbals, turns, as well as this. These are apparently, people are saying that these are similar to the engines off a cutter, the thrusters off a cutter. And then I had mentioned in a previous video that the actual thrusters in the back, if you look at them, let's see here, if we get a top view of it here, these thrusters look like a slightly modified version of the thrusters on a Caterpillar. Wow, look at the frame rate. Tank it. So yeah, I got a little bit beat up out there, and I did repair it, and it didn't visually repair. course, there is the mining arm. The mining arm's weird. I'm not certain I'm 100% on board with the mining arm position. Everyone says how cool it is, I guess. But it's kind of weird. It's kind of in the way. But maybe it's just because I'm used to the old way of mining with the prospector. So over here we have another rack that is for a two-handed rifle. Nice to have it, of course. Fuel port. Does that actually do anything? Sure does. And then we have some things back here. So here is the main ore bag, which is apparently detachable. I'm not sure why you want to detach it. I guess if you have multiple bags, you can switch between them. Being a solo player, I don't encounter that much. There are some controls back here which are odd. I'm not sure what they are for. Probably components. You can see here is an open. You can see it moving there. I'm not sure what or why. Both sides have that. What else? There is not a lot to it, but I will say, having taken it out for a little spin, I got one load of ore with it out in the asteroids to make sure everything worked, and it's fun. It's a fun ship. You're not going to make $1 million, but as a starter, it's really legit.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary.
So you can see there what they were talking about. We can toggle the VTOL mode there. And that is also on the front. There are little engines on the front. It's a very nimble ship. Seems to get around all right because it's so tiny. Turning on my Tobii eye tracker. Interesting cabin. It is like being in a mule, honestly. So let's go on the black, out into the black, and find an asteroid. I don't have any of the modules attached. I have to admit I don't fully understand all of them. So I'm going to have to learn them.
Launch complete.
Quick little nimble thing, so be careful. The landing gear is loud. It's kind of funny that it's not a combat ship, but we see the missiles. Your main view has the missiles. That's kind of funny. This thing would be like the buzzing of flies to most ships. It would be this big deal. But it's quick. It turns quick. Some people were saying they expected the ship to be $100 and some. Like, wow, that seems like a lot. But $60, right there in the sweet spot. That is a starter ship. I was upset about the ship because I'm not switching to scanning mode. But I was upset about the ship because I was hoping it would be bigger. I was hoping for, like I said in other videos, I was hoping for a mining variant of the Vulture. Because my dream was to trade in the Prospector on a Drake ship. Because I don't love the Prospector. There's some quirks about it. One of the things, it has no storage right now, which is going to be fixed someday. But I don't like, it's kind of like a adult's toy. The big thing that I don't like about it is that when you're getting out of the seat, it opens the interior-exterior door before it opens the door to the cockpit. And so sometimes if you're not fast enough getting out of there, it closes that, and then there's a weird triggering issue where you get stuck inside of the ship. That was annoying. I'm not a MISC person. I think all the MISC ships look kind of similar. So there was lots of reasons I wanted to trade in the Prospector. And I was upset because in Star Citizen, in the pledge store, you can't buy down. You can't have a more expensive ship and buy a cheaper ship with that ship unless you melt it. So you can melt your ship and then do it that way. And then just have extra money in your account. I didn't do that. I didn't keep the Prospector either. I made a bit of a move. This is debris. And the debris is metal. This is what you come out here and go after with your Vulture. These things will almost fill your Vulture. They're so awesome and fun. But that's not what we're looking for. So yeah, I'll be showing a video on it later, but I traded in the Prospector for a Mole. Now, a Mole is a 3-person ship. Might even be 4. But my brother, Alright, so here we have our P-type asteroid. I don't know what those mean. I haven't mined enough to know what that means. So we switch to the mining mode. Here comes the arm, slides down, comes out. That's an interesting choice. I would have made it, if I was animating this, I would have made it the head stay where it's at, fold up, and then the whole arm fold back. Rather than that whole sliding motion and all of that's unnecessary. You could have just had the head fold down, and then the whole arm flip back at like an elbow joint and tuck up on the ship at the same spot. I don't know. Maybe someone thought it was more interesting. Seems overly complicated. I'm going to guess this. No, we can do this one. This is Taranite. I don't know what that is. Aluminum and inert materials. Now I'm going to do this just because it's here. This isn't a great rock, but let's review doing this. So we're in fracture mode right now. It actually took me a little bit of time fumbling around to figure out how you switch. And with my setup here, I think it's default. I have to hold left Alt and then click left mouse button to switch between modes. So here's extraction. And here is fracture. Now, why does it show that I can already extract? Purple usually means you can extract. Let's take a look and see if we can just extract. We can't. It's so small. That was like dust. That was like dust out here. That was not worth my time. Okay. Let's do this. Cover that. Let's go to this. But you know, mining and salvage. There is nothing like getting yourself a cold snack to sip on and coming out here on the weekend, music going, and just come out here and just like scrape your salvage stuff or mine your asteroids. It's just nice, chill. And this ship is nimble and quick, and as long as you're doing it out here next to one of these facilities that has a refinery, just fill it up, go back, dump it off, get your order started, fill it up, go back. This is another P type, right? So this one is scanning. Laranite. Oh, it says impossible. So this we might be able to do if we had a module or something. I don't know what it entails that. I don't know what that entails. But yeah, I don't know. I like it. I can totally see hanging out, doing a stream, and having some cold snacks and doing a stream, talking to people. I had a stream last time doing some salvage. It was nice. Talked to some people that don't have the game, interested in it. Remember, if you're interested, I have code in all of my videos that gets you an extra $5,000 in game every time you reset the server. That one's impossible. Impossible. This happens a lot, honestly. So we can just vacuum these, hoover these up. Can we not hoover these up? They say we can. Gotcha. I'm just doing everything because why not? We get the idea of how soon this fills up. What is this? .2% inert material. This would be dumb to pick up, honestly. So you see we're almost halfway full. We just picked up a few little things. So it fills up kind of quick. But again, if you're next to one of these refinery facilities, no big deal. Now, of course, you would be more selective, probably. Look at what you're picking up. And I was hoping we could find one we could break. this head on here, I've been told, is not detachable. So you can't put it in a better head. There's a scrap salvage reclaimer. Got that going on. Where did the stuff I was chasing go? Oh, is that it? Oh, this is just more. How does it say reclaim? I've seen it say that before. Interesting. But yeah, more salvage for your vultures. Or your... what's the name of that new thing? I can't remember. The not prospector. Now, if you go into scan mode, I understand you can scan and see what it is you're coming up against. Let's see if we can do that here. I have been having trouble with the UI. Type. Impossible. Cut some of this out. Since this is not a stream, we just cut it out. Here we have some M types. Impossible. Impossible. Easy. Is this one broken? Yeah, it looks like it does. Alright, so shift to fracture mode. My mouse is too close to my keyboard here, sorry. I have to do this. Okay. So we're in the green on the left. Roll the mouse wheel to turn the laser power up and down on the lower right dial. And of course the mini game here is keep it out of the red. From what I understand watching the behind Star Citizen video, that they explained that the Drake ships aren't precise in the lore. So they aren't so stable when it comes to doing this. hesitant to push it too much. You see how fast it jumps there? So the power of the laser is based on how much you crank it up here and how close you are. So if things get hairy, you can back up. If I can be delicate here. Here it goes into the red. Good. See, now it blows up kind of gently instead of hitting you in the face, which was, if you do it too much and you end up exploding it, then it hits you in the face and can disable your ship, and then you're just sitting here just dead meat in the air. So switching to extraction mode. This piece here has nothing but good stuff in it. Want to pick the good stuff first, because no sense filling yourself up with inert material. You see how I mean the mighty head is up above like that? It's kind of weird. In the prospector, it's down below and kind of shooting up into the center, which feels better, but I might just be used to it. Got to be inert material in there somewhere. This must be all inert. No. So you must be all inert. I haven't found any. There was some in the rock, I believe. There is a little bit in there, yeah. For the sake of the video, I'm just... You're an impossible. Yep, you are an impossible. So pretty much all impossible means you can sit there and grind on it all day and it doesn't care. Here we got another one here. Are these the minerals you're out here looking for? I don't think so. I'm just grabbing everything I come across. This one says this as well. A couple weeks ago, I was playing around with the prospector a bit, and I found quantanium, which was something I thought they removed. But I found some quantanium. That was nice. All right, let's now keep in mind that the laser remembers your power setting. So if you have it cranked all the way up and you turn it on in the next rock, it's going to already be all the way on and that thing will jump up. Not ideal. Like if you get too crazy here, see how it jumps so much. I'm a wild man, you know. People say to me, they're like, Curse, what's with you and that laser power? Gotta calm it down, man. That's a fast track to a dead end. I'm like, no, man. That's a one asteroid laser at a time. Nice gentle brake. Yep, that's nice. Let's see here. Time to hoover it up. That's the end of it. All this stuff goes to waste. Put the, because you'll never find it again. So, put this away. Let's find our station. We'll just go to the... Yeah, let's just go to... silence bug that's still here in this on 4.1. Okay, bringing her down and boom. Engines off, power off. It says everything's shut down, but it's not. Like I said, there's been some UI bugs with this. New ship, I guess. There you have it. Drake Golem. Drake's first mining ship. Pretty fun. I don't mind it. Wish it was bigger. Wish it had an interior with a bed.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been moved to a base.
Okay, so we put it down inside. Put it stored. For those of you who aren't familiar how it works. We don't have to unload that bag into the hangar. I mentioned that in chat. If you have to put the bag down in the elevator and just say, shut up, don't give CIG any ideas. So you don't have to do that. So let's head down to the refinery and put it in order.
need someone for maintenance to get the ventilation control. Ping me when you get there.
So you go upstairs to the refinery. Go to the terminal, and then I have an order in that I've already done. I always choose the one that's going to make me the most money. I don't care about the time. So I select the Drake Golem. I set up work order. Of course, here's what you're. Here's what you got. And I want to refine that. I want to refine that. I don't want to refine any materials. So this is just a waste. Let's go ahead and do the aluminum. And let's go ahead and do everything except for the. And then I always choose the Dinix, Dinwags, or Dynix. Solventation. Solventation. That is the slowest, but the one that gives you the most money. So if you get a quote, how much it's going to cost you to do that. Tells you right here total cost. So now I have 2 orders in. This is actually going to take this much time. It's not in game time. This is real time. All right. So now you just sit and wait. 21 hours, 25 hours. Hey, it looks like the order's complete. Just gotta put it in black. And hope it doesn't stick to the cargo grid. Okay, let's take it down to Area 18 and see how much it's worth. All right, here's our haul. Let's see if sometimes things get stuck on the grid. Let's make sure we're not. No, we're not. Okay, good. Okay, this gives us a better look at what we all had in there. We had one big box and some other larger boxes. Only a few single SCUs. I think of aluminum, some other things. But yeah, this is the entire haul from the Golem. So let's go see what it's worth. Okay, here we are in Area 18. This is all that I have in Area 18, so it is not anything extra. This is exactly what came out of the Golem. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got here. Opening up the Terramite. 35,910. That's not bad. Pretty good. And then we've got 2,829. Sell that. All right, and then we have, let's see, how much is this one? If we max it out here, 16,290. Then finally, the aluminum that is 2,039. Okay. So that's everything that came out of the Drake Golem, and that is a grand total of 57,068. Which is not a bad haul. Not at all. Yeah. And I would say we were full.
Most of the time, I just want to waste them all.
So that's what we pulled out with the Drake. That's not bad. It's not terrible. The first load that, if you remember, we had 2 loads in there. The first one I took was only 12. So it really all depends on how picky you are about what it is you're mining. So if you're going after just the good stuff, you're going to have a more profitable haul. So I think it's a perfectly legitimate ship for a starter mining ship. So anyway, yeah, next time I'm going to be taking a look at the mole. So we'll see what I can do with that solo. I know that's not meant to be a solo ship. I'm going to see what I can do with it. And I'll see you in the next one. And as always, if you see Captain Curse in the verse, don't be afraid to say hi. Okay.